Hey guys, my name is Madison and welcome to Plant Therapy. Today I want to take you on a walkthrough of all the plants I have in one of the favorite sections of my house, in my bedroom corner. So let's get started. Okay, so we will start up here with this big beautiful guy. This is a Philodendron giganteum. And as you can see with that big shiny new leaf, it is just pillowy and soft. And it's really sized up nicely since I got it not long ago. And sitting next to the philodendron is this beautiful Anthurium superbum. And I mean, just look at the back of that leaf, the color and the texture. It's got reverse abs. Like, wow. But I just love this guy. He's a little bit of a slower grower, but it is worth the wait. And next to that, crawling up the wall, way up there, is a Rapidophora tetrasperma. And please forgive my pronunciation on any and all of these plants. I make no promises that any of that what I'm saying is totally accurate. I'm just a hobbyist, but I absolutely love this guy. And as you can see down there, he's really just 3 or 4 cuttings I've potted in there. And he's just taken off and growing like a weed. I don't think I've seen any secondary fenestrations yet, and the leaves also haven't been getting too large. I think I need to be tacking it to the wall a little bit more consistently. Okay, so we'll head down here on the nightstand. This is my side of the bed, of course. I've definitely got more plants on my side than on my boyfriend's side, but we'll definitely see those in another video at some point. To start off down here, we have this lovely black velvet Alocasia, and this will not be the only one that you'll be seeing in this video. So I love the feel and the texture of these leaves and that dark foliage. It's just gorgeous. There's nothing quite like it. And then moving on next to it is a variegated Maranta. I want to say it was labeled as a Beauty Kim when I bought it, but I'll definitely put the full name on the screen for you. And as you can see, the variegation is just so unique. Sometimes it's more yellow and sometimes it's more cream with pinks. And either way, I will take it to go. And heading on down here, kind of hiding out in the dark, is this lovely Calathea Warshwitzkii. Oh, I'm gonna butcher that. I'll put it on the screen for you and get some prettier shots, but he is a little bit rough around the edges, literally around the edges, as you can see, and a little dusty. But you know, down there in the dark is kind of the only spot that I found for him where he has just been starting to thrive and push out some lovely new growth, as you can see there. I also attribute that to my Levoit Humidifier. I love this thing. It will sense when your room is at your set humidity and it will turn on and off accordingly. And you can also turn off the display. So if you're a sensitive sleeper, this thing is amazing. On top of the humidifier getting kind of blasted, I hope that he's liking it there. There is some new growth happening, so we got that going for us. This is an Alocasia cuprea, and oh my goodness, I love this little guy. He is tiny, but he is mighty. He looks like a little alien beetle or something. Kind of has that iridescent color going on. And when I saw this at one of my local plant shops, Gully Greenhouse, I had to swing in and grab it. And hanging out behind the cuprea is another Alocasia that used to be a big old bush, and he's now just a 2-leafer, but I still love him. I believe this is called an Alocasia poly, but it could be something else that I'm just not thinking of, but we are going to stick with that. I love this guy. It's got those beautiful purple spiderwebby looking abaxials or backs of the leaves, and he's just cool. Moving along here with this big giant, try and back up a little bit so you can really see the size. He's pretty massive. I'm really proud with how well this guy has grown. When I first got him, he was just a 1 or 2 leaf cutting, and I think he was unrooted. He grew pretty well for me for a while and then got taken down by spider mites before I really knew what spider mites were or what to look for. And since then, he's grown back just bigger and better, and I can't wait to be able to toss him out on my front porch this summer and see what he does in this Colorado sun. This is definitely the plant that really taught me the importance of checking and cleaning your leaves. That's the best way to prevent any insect outbreaks or pest outbreaks, such as those gnarly spider mites. Nobody wants those. We want to keep these leaves beautiful. And coming along here, it is going to get a little blown out in front of the window. I do apologize, but let's take a look at this guy climbing up the wall. Grab this leaf. Oh, he is so beautiful. This is a Rapidophora Cursiva, and this is the most mature leaf he's got going on, and they do get more immature as we go down the trellis. And by the way, any trellises that you see in any of the videos that I post are most likely made by my boyfriend. I'm super lucky that he enjoys woodworking and our plants. And then here in this cute little stand, I found this guy at Target for $5, so I got a couple of them. I put the other one downstairs, and it fits just a couple small plants really nicely, one on each tier. And on this lower one, I have some sort of philodendron. I'm really not sure what this guy is, but he's beautiful. I do think he's getting a little too much light there, but he's cool. And then on top, we've got this gorgeous Syngonium podophyllum albo, I believe is how you say that. And he's just so cool. This is the only Syngonium I have in my collection. Or no, I'm sorry, I do have one other green one. But he's just unreal. The variegation is so beautiful, and somehow, even though it's sitting directly in the window, and usually those white or sheer curtains are open. So he's just sitting right there getting pretty full sun for the beginning of the day, and he's not crisping. He's just beautiful. And here we've got this lovely Philodendron padatum. I think this is the first plant I ever ordered online. I've only ordered a couple. And you can see there I kind of butchered him the other day with the vacuum. So, whoops. So sorry, my guy. But he's beautiful, and you'll see some of the leaves are a little bit irregular, like right along that mid part there I'm pointing out. And I do believe that is from spider mites. Like, look at him. Look at you. You are funkalicious. What are you doing? He's got a little Nemo fin. But some of them are looking a little bit better. I think that is more what they're supposed to look like. And this other guy here, a little bit more symmetrical, but still so cool. Just watch for those spider mites, I'm telling ya. My last large plant to show you is this gorgeous Alocasia regal shield. Definitely one of my pride and joy plants. I could not get over the size. He has grown so much in the last like year and a half that I've had him. Used to be in my IKEA cabinet and obviously has outgrown that. But you can see that soil is looking pretty darn dry, so let's go ahead and give her a sip. This plant has had a couple of corms shoot out from the top of the soil, so I'm trying to propagate them and we will see what happens. Here we have another black velvet alocasia. I just could not say no to this guy when I saw him at my local Home Depot. I was so excited to see them there in such beautiful bushy plants, and they looked really healthy. I just couldn't get over the roundness of these leaves in particular. Very different from the other two Alocasia Black Velvet that I've got in my collection. So I just had to bring him home. And so far, he seems to be really enjoying it. He's kind of situated under the regal shields, getting some nice indirect light from the window that it's next to and a grow light above. And hopefully he continues to grow. He's got one little growth point now, and I'm just excited to see how he progresses. Hopefully he continues those nice, lovely round leaves. And the last plant is this Philodendron micans. It's just a small pot I put together from some node cuttings that I took about 6 months ago. So he's small, but he's working on it. And that's the room. Well, that's the corner at least. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of the plants that I have in this section of my bedroom. I can't wait to share more with you guys. I'll see you on the next one.